All right, let's get ready for math. You should have this page. This is going to be a little quiz, just a little test. You can write your name. You know what? I think I have the wrong. No, I'm not writing on this one, so I can. This is my bigger paper here. All right. I don't know if there's space on yours to write your name. This is the one that I photocopied for you. I'm looking for my stack of ones I didn't put. Yeah, there's not really much room on it, on the one that I photocopied for you. So it's all right if you can't get your name on there. I'll use this as part of the, I'll put this one up and I'll use my other page. So I need to use the back to show you some things. Let me just swap these out. All right, so if you want to try to squeeze your name up there, you can. If not, that's okay. All right, now it says for the blue whale, we're looking here at the blue whale, listen to my directions. Use the graph, write how many in each group. So let's use this graph. Remember, you do not count these on the side here. Count how many triangles starting with in the boxes here. Write your answers. This is a test, so I'm not writing numbers down. So count your triangles, starting ones in the box. You do not count these outside. It's just, those are just there to show you that's where you're to put the triangles when you're doing a graph. Do the same with the circles. Count how many circles, starting only the ones in the little boxes, and write your answer here. Okay? Should be pretty easy for you. Now you're going to look down. Hopefully I gave you enough time to count. Got your answers right now. We're going to go down to green turtle. Green turtle says, circle the picture that shows which group has more shapes. So you're going to circle either your triangle or your circle. Circle which one has more shapes looking at your graph. Okay, and once you do that, you can turn your page over. And this is a little cumulative review. That word says cumulative. That's a really long word. Cumulative means everything that you've learned from the beginning to now. Cumulative. That's what that means. All right, so we have 10 cubes. Let me scoop my, I have 10 cubes here, and I'm going, let me flip my page over so I can read the instructions. I'm going to have you look at my 10 cubes, okay? So 10 cubes. It says, build a cube train. So we have our 10 here. Like on your paper, it says 10. You have yellow, I have blue. Take one cube from each end and snap the cubes together. So I'm going to do that with you. We're deciding even and odd numbers. Remember, even numbers, when we count by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, those are even numbers. Okay, so I'm going to keep matching them up by twos. We want to make sure they all have partners. Remember, they all have partners. It's all oops. Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't seeing those. I had them pushing them up too far. They all have partners. I was matching them up together and you couldn't even see them. Silly me. All right, and these guys are together. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so we count our numbers by 2. So I'm going to finish reading to you when you're on the blue well. It says, do this as many times as you can, matching them, the twos. If you have only pairs, the number is even. Circle the number. If you have a cube that is left over, the number is odd. Remember, odd man out. Is there any odd man out here? Nope. So what are you going to, it says mark an X on the number if it's odd. So on the number 10, on your number 10, you're either going to circle it or put an X on it. If it is even, which means they all have pairs, you circle it. If you think it is odd and there's an odd man out, then you put an X on it. So you make the choice. This is a test. So you're either circling your 10 or putting an X on it. Okay, hopefully you understand. If you don't understand, ask your parents. Ask them for help. Next, we're going to look at the turtle. Let me flip this back up here so You can look at the turtle. We'll come back to those cubes. We're going to use them. All right, let's go look at green turtle. Green turtle says, what time of the day do the pictures show? Circle the time of the day that is missing. So remember we were doing that. Look across here. What is missing from this and this? Circle the one that is missing. So that should be pretty easy. You should be able to see. Look where your sunshine is. Circle the one that is missing. Now we're going down to yellow star, and I'm going to show you. I'll put the cubes up because it says for yellow star, use cubes to measure the carrot. Write the number that tells how many cubes long. So I'm going to do, I have cubes here. I have my other sheet here. I'm going to lay it down so you can see it. I think you can see my carrot. And we're going to put, how many cubes long? Let's have these two over here. How many cubes long? Can you see my carrot? Hopefully you can. This is the amount of cubes. I put them in between the lines for you. So all you need to do is count. I'll point to them. You count. I'm not going to count them because then I would be giving you the answer. So let you count them. I'll just point. Ready? Okay, you write the answer down there, what you got. That's how long your carrot is. Okay, hopefully you were able to count them. All right. That's how many cubes long, so your answer should be written there. All right, next, we have another little trick. This one's a little bit tricky, but I have objects. You read to you what it says for red heart. Red heart says, hold one object in your left hand and one object in your right hand. Well, I'm going to hold them. One object. So we got our wooden block and we have our yarn. Okay, you see our two objects? Got them in my hands. All right. It says, mark an X on the object that feels lighter. So which one of these do you think is lighter? You're going to look at your picture and mark an X on that picture that you feel is lighter. What's lighter, the block or the piece of string? Okay. You better not get that one wrong. That one's pretty easy. All right, and that's it for your test. I think that was like one of the easiest math ones we've done. Hopefully you're able to understand everything. All right, and tomorrow we'll start, I'll teach you how to do tallies. You can learn how to do tallies, redraw lines. It's going to be lots of fun. So get out your Bible next. We'll learn our final story this week. I believe it's about Paul and the shipwreck. Yeah, I have my paper over there. So get your Bible out next and we'll finish our day with Bible.